The harm, not only that he's causing himself, but he's causing the product, the NBA.
First of all, you're not a thug. You're not a criminal. At some point, it's not your friend. You got to look in the mirror and say, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm the problem.
Ja Morant was born Demetrius Jamel Ja Morant in Dalzell, South Carolina. Both of his parents were hoopers in high school, while his dad went on to play with Ray Allen and eventually landed a roster spot at Claflin University. Later, his father would play semi-pro ball and chased after professional career overseas. That dream ended when his partner got pregnant with Ja. He immediately dedicated his life to raising his son, supporting his partner, and eventually became a barber to support his family. Ja attended Crestwood High School and he followed his parents' footsteps as a point guard. He graduated as all-time leading scorer with 1,679 points, 3-time All-Region MVP, and received 3 All-State honors twice. His dad was a very influential figure during his upbringing, training him daily in order to push him towards greatness. He played with older, local AAU teams to face more mature competition. Ja even played alongside NBA star Zion Williamson. Ja was not officially ranked by any recruiting services out of high school, and only received one D1 offer from South Carolina. Fortunately, he was randomly discovered by Murray State assistant coach James Kane during a local basketball camp. Ja was playing in a 3-on-3 game when Kane took notice of his talents. After contacting Murray State's head coach, Ja soon received a dinner invitation that would change his life for the better. While attending dinner at head coach Mac McMahon's house, Ja's father T stated, "Every parent wants their child to play at a big-time program, but what I realized is, don't go where you want to be, go to where they want you." Ja would go on to become a star at Murray State, recording the university's second triple-double just a month into his freshman year. He became the 7th freshman in over half a decade to record 150 rebounds, 150 assists, and 10 blocks while shooting 42% from the field. He would attend annual camps with the best college players in the country, notably meeting Chris Paul during his sophomore year. Later that season, he would lead his team to March Madness tournament with an All-OVC division honors as the MVP of the conference. He recorded just the 8th triple-double in tournament history over 5th seeded Marquette. He became the first NCAA player to average 20-plus points and 10-plus assists for an entire season and led the NCAA in assists. Ja eventually declared for the NBA draft in 2019, skipping his last 2 years of college. Ja was drafted 2nd overall by the Memphis Grizzlies and quickly signed a 4-year, $39.6 million contract before making his debut. He would go on to win Rookie of the Year, stamping his name as a rising star in the league. Ja began taking the league by storm in his first 2 seasons, setting a then career-high 44 points, receiving his first All-Star and All-NBA selections, and was named the NBA's Most Improved Player. In the 2022 playoffs, Ja led the Grizzlies to the playoffs, falling off against the eventual champions Golden State Warriors. Setting a playoff career-high 47 points, he became just the 3rd player in NBA playoff history to have multiple 45-point performances before turning 23, joining Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. The Grizzlies signed Ja to a 5-year extension with $193 million guaranteed. So obviously there's no denying that Ja Morant is a very talented player. Yeah, but he has gotten himself into some trouble recently. And not even just recently. He was suspended for 8 games in March for a gun incident in a nightclub. He was also sued for assaulting a 17-year-old. And then he also flashed his gun at a high school hooper at a pickup game. Yeah, and recently, even though the first gun incident, Ja tried to save his image, he met with Adam Silver and NBA executives and took time for himself to get right, and they thought he changed. He came back to the Grizzlies after that suspension. He led them to the 2nd seed, and they ended up losing to the Lakers in the first round in 6 games. But recently, Ja Morant's friend, he made a Instagram live, and Ja was in it. They were just vibing in the car, and he flashes his phone over for a second, and his friend's like, oh shit, tries to put it back to him, but it was too late. The damage was done. Yeah, it was like it was only a live with like 100 people, and someone still like managed to get it, post it, made it huge, and now Ja's facing some like insane repercussions for this. Yeah, in the video, it was a gun. He was holding the gun. He was probably drunk or high or something. Because, like, what in your right mind made you decide that was a great idea, right? He 100% just didn't know that it would get out there like that. People are now on the live for his unknown friend. Ja Morant's in a lot of trouble. He's suspended currently by the Grizzlies. And Woj said that he's facing a lengthy suspension. Yeah, and I saw some people say that it might be like a whole year suspension. I think that's a little extreme. Like the NBA lets other people slide for nothing. The NBA does have a gun. It is legal to have a gun, if we're being honest here. In this America, it's legal to have a gun. So I don't think he should be suspended for a whole year. Yeah, he did commit a crime with the gun, but at the same time, he is a role model in this league. He has millions and millions of followers that people look up to him. He shouldn't be posting guns around. Yeah, but for this specific offense, he shouldn't even have a suspension, in my opinion. Like, why should he get a suspension if he was in a car, just flashed his gun for a second? Did he hurt anyone? No. Yeah, it's not like he's Gilbert Arenas brought inside the locker room, threatened someone else. He wasn't on NBA grounds or anything. I think the main thing is that it was posted on social media because obviously he does have a gun. He never got rid of the gun. He also did have it on the team plane. I heard a rumor. Like, I don't know about that, but I'm completely saying different than this. Yeah, I'm saying that, like, obviously it's because of his image. You can't, as an NBA player that has millions and millions of followers that people look up to, you can't carry a firearm and post it. But I feel like a year, like a season-long suspension is crazy. I'm pretty sure it would be without pay too. I think he's obviously misguided and he needs, like, I don't think a suspension will do anything either. Like, he'll just have to get exactly. He was the first time he got caught with it, and he said sorry, he was gonna change, blah blah. That was just a charade. He was not sorry. He was sorry he got caught. A lot of NBA players probably have a gun. Obviously, they're not stupid with a gun like Ja is. Maybe a good suspension, like half a season or not, like 30 games will scare him into making better decisions. But a whole season is too extreme, I feel like, right? Yeah. I'll never forget that one tweet. It was like, Ja Morant is the first NBA player trying to make it out of the league. I don't think that's what he's trying to do. I think he's just trying to have fun. No. First good incident, brought into a nightclub for no reason. Second incident, he assaulted a kid for no reason. The kid's probably not lying, knowing Ja does on his free time. I doubt the kid is lying. Third, he flashed his gun to a kid during a pickup game. Fourth, we didn't mention this, but I'm pretty sure, remember, he went to like his local finish line with his gang to like threaten a worker that works there for no reason. That's actually so funny. Why is he doing this? I don't even know what's wrong with Ja Morant, but he is so talented. He's really about to F up his career. He really needs to change. Like, no questions, he needs to change. Thank you guys for watching. I know a lot of people don't like Ja Morant right now, but it's crazy to see how he started and how much he fought to get to where he is and how he might blow it just because of some stupid mistakes. But we're all still rooting for Ja, so me too. He's actually, like, before all this stuff started happening, he was actually one of my favorite players. And he's so fun to watch. Like, you can't lie. Like, when he's at his best, he's one of the best players in the league. Well, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our other pages on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at Splash Sisters P. Thank you guys so much.